Hey there, guys. It's JZG here. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the super bad video quality. The glass that covers my camera on my phone here is busted, and right now I cannot afford to get a better camera, so I'm sorry. But what we've got here today, we have a few items to look over. We have right here, we have the Warthog curve. I don't know if we can get focused in here. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it in the reflection. The curve. And on the other side here, we have, and it shows the Warthog. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm sorry if you can't. But what we have here is a spring-loaded constant curve sharpening device, which I will say, I've only had it for probably about 3 or 4 days now, but I've put quite a bit of use on it in that time, and I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see here. You kind of see how it works. It kind of, see, as you go down it springs the two pieces out and keeps them at a constant angle. See, they each have their own individual spring. Let's see if I can get this one kicked out. Yeah. See, they each have their own individual spring. So as you run down it, it separates them and keeps your blade. See, the curve of it, some kind of algorithm that a little bit beyond my mathematics skills, but they have this curve to where as you run down it, as it separates, it keeps your blade at a very constant, let's see here, a very constant 25-degree constant angle. You can see right there, have it written right on the side of it. Very wonderful little device. I think they offer them in blue, red, which is what I went with, black, and I think black may be the only other color. Black is what I wanted, but they only had red or blue, so red won. And that's really all there is about this little machine. I mean, it works great. It puts a really nice edge on a blade. They usually, I think you can pick them up on Amazon for about $45. I may see about trying to put a link below for you to pick these up. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm still pretty new to this. Give me a little time. But like I said, you can pick them up on Amazon about $45. I picked this one up at my little local gun shop for, I want to say, they had them like 30% off, 25-30% off. And I want to say I picked this thing up for, it was only like $30. That's all I paid for it. So I come out pretty good on it. You know, I was a little bit nervous about it at first because damn thing's $30. But I'm really, really happy with it. It's great for small blades. You know, your smallest little whittling knife to your full-blown machetes. Which, hint, hint, Swordfish can get to it here in a second. Like I said, it just covers any kind of blade. If you can hold it in your hand, you can sharpen it with this machine. That's pretty much all you need to know. All right. On to the next one. Here's this bad boy here. This is the Tramontia Brazilian-made 13-inch blade sugarcane knife. You can pick these up on Amazon, and this is the long handle version, which me particularly, I do really advise. You can choke up short on it. Do nice light whittling, a little bit shaping work. Or you can come down long on this handle and you've got a lot of force behind that blade. And I'm sorry about the sticker being on there, guys. Look, you can see where I tried. Look, I tried for like 20 minutes, and that's all I got to get the damn sticker off. But I think we all know, sticker on the side of the blade, not going to hurt how that beautiful edge is going to work. So, this here sugarcane knife. What's my 2 cents on it? Well, I love it. So I've had it for about 3 or 4 days now. Last night, I was sitting out there in my shop, just piddling around, decided to sit down, take me a break from my little lawn chair there at the door. Got to looking out there, armadillo, a little bitty young armadillo, wandering across the yard. Didn't have a 22 out there. All I had was my handy dandy sugarcane knife. So I got to thinking, hey, why not? So here comes my goofy self. I jump up and take off after this here armadillo. Finally catch up to it, and I give it a good swing. And man, hats off to the balance on this thing. Just the way it carries itself. It's amazing, because I was dead accurate. And that's not all about my skill. A lot of it is the quality of the blade. Because, well, I'm just not that great. I'm just not. Caught up with it though. Gave a good swack. Hit it dead center of the back. And this little baby here, I mean, it kind of scared me. It cut the armadillo clean in half. Unfortunately, I don't have any video of it for you guys. I'm going to try to get better on things about like this. If y'all like this video, like, subscribe, the rhetoric. Give me something. Show me that y'all like this, which I know I've got a lot of improvement to do. Hey, give me a little wiggle room here. Okay, back to the blade. One thing that most people, I see a lot of bad reviews about this, is here. This blade is super thin. But what you have to realize, this is not a bolo machete. This is not a parang. This is not your run-of-the-mill machete. This is a sugarcane knife. This is a thin metal blade. It's how they're supposed to be. And you want to know part of the reason why? Watch this. It's really hard to really show it. Me just sitting here in my bedroom with one hand holding the camera and one hand messing with the knife. But you can bend this blade well beyond a 90-degree angle and it just snaps back. No memory, no deformation, nothing. It just snaps right back. And one big advantage of that, let's say you're swinging at something hard, you catch it. You hit a rock. Okay, now you're going to have a big old chunk, a big old chip in your blade. Well, not chip, but a big old dent in your blade. I said this is soft, thin metal. So you know what you're going to do? You're just going to take your file or your roll lock or your grinder to it and just grind that right out of it and you're good to go again. It's razor sharp again, like nothing ever happened. Now let's say you had a nice hard steel blade, which That's what, you know, people like things better. Hold the edge a lot better. Stay sharper a lot longer. You do that with it, you're going to break a chunk out of the blade and, well, you're screwed. You've got a chunk missing out of your blade and there's nothing you can do about it. Unless you are an expert blacksmith and metalsmith and you can weld or forge a chunk of metal back into it and then fix the heat treating and make it just like it was, well, you're screwed. Whereas with this, ding in the metal, file it out, screw it, you're good. This here, it can't, you can see that the sharpened edge does not go all the way to the handle, which I actually do like, because like I said, you can choke up on this handle short here and do fine work. And that blade being that far away keeps you from, well, slicing your freaking hand open. That and really truly, this is a 13-inch blade. The hell are you going to do that needs that to be sharpened? I mean, really, what are you going to do? I mean, this thing is plenty sharp enough. It has plenty enough power to chop off limbs, tree and human-wise. You don't need that. You just don't. It has everything it needs. You have, see, I have my little back hook here sharpened, which it's really crude, and I don't know if you guys can really see it there. It looks like shit. But that's just something that I really like to do on these cane knives. It's something I've always liked. None of them come like that. That's just something I do to them. The way I use them, it makes them handy for me. It may not you. You may prefer to have it dull just to grab things with. And that's fine. But overall, this knife, I have to say, 5 out of 5. Well, let me retract that. There's things that could be better. So we'll give it 4.8 out of 5. How about that? But, I mean, overall, she's beautiful. The handle is extremely comfortable. It's well made. The steel seems to be extremely well made. It comes with a pretty decent edge. Guys, this is a machete. It's not a razor blade. It's not a straight razor. You know, it's not supposed to be able to shave your hair. The only reason this one can is because of my curve sharpening system, which works on this big old machete. It's wonderful. So, like I said, guys, if you want to give this a try, I highly advise you to check it out on Amazon. Like I said, this is a Tramontia. It's made in Brazil. These are wonderful blades. I've used these blades that were well over 30 years old from Tramontia. That, I mean, it was a bolo machete that I used to debone meat. Is how sharp this stupid thing was. And it was amazing. So, you guys want to try these out, I highly advise them. I highly advise the Warthog curve sharpening system. And hey, guys, you don't like my video? Get on somewhere. Y'all have a good one.